This is a Pro Angler 12 kayak. There we go. We've got a running light. Whoops. Well, you don't want to do that. We've got a running. Hi, Sandy Roberts here, KastKing Protein. Today, we're going to talk about adding power to our kayak. Now, I have this thing here, this is called a YOLO stick, and I really like to use it for my GoPro. So what happens is, this plugs into the light holder in the boat, and then the GoPro is mounted on top and it plugs into here. Now, the nice thing about this is, I can run that GoPro all day on here, without even having the battery in the GoPro. You plug it directly in here. But I don't have a power outlet yet on my kayak, so we're gonna add that today. I've never put a hole in the kayak like this, so this is gonna be a new one for me, but we're gonna get started. So the things you're gonna need a 12-volt battery. We have another one here. It has flat connections to it, so what we're gonna do is we're going to add this connector here, and we're gonna add these spade connectors to here, and then we're gonna plug them into that. So we're gonna need that to take care of the battery end. Now on this, we have an Atwood round plug base, and here it is right here. You can see it right there. So what this is it's where the light pole can go in, and then when you're not using it, of course, you can shut it. Now what I've done is, I've also at the hardware store bought this nice rubber washer, which just fit perfectly on this base. This is gonna be between the kayak and this plug before it gets screwed in. It'll allow water not to be able to get in. So that's going to be there. So we have that. We have a nylon washer. So this part here is going to go inside of the kayak, and it's going to help before we put the bolts and the screws on. We're going to be able to have this inside the kayak, and it's a plastic washer, and it fit perfectly over here. So that's gonna be inside of the kayak. And this is a great thing to use. You can get this at the hardware store. We have 3 10-24 screws, 1 inch. We have 3 of the lock nuts and 3 washers. Then we're gonna take this, which will plug into this piece here, and this is going to be attached here, and we've gotten an inline 15 amp plug. Well, it'll be an inline 15 amp fuse, and it's gonna connect all of this. So I'm gonna get started putting it all together. So what we've done is we have made a mark for where we're going to put the hole. We're going to use a 1-inch hole saw to make the hole in the kayak. First, we're going to take this bit, we're going to do a pilot hole. Now make sure when you do this that you've gone under and you've made sure that you have nothing in the way that this could possibly hit when you drill it, or that this is going to hit. This is a Pro Angler 12 kayak. It could be different for a 14. So what we're going to do first, we're going to put our pilot hole directly in the center of this hole that we've made. Okay, that's it for that. Now we're going to take this off and we're going to put the hole saw on. Okay, so we've got the bit here and the hole saw. We've made our pilot hole. We're going to line that up like that, and all we're going to do is simply drill a 1-inch hole. There we go. That's it. That's all there is to that. Then what's going to happen is this is going to fit in here like that. And there's going to be a backing plate on it. And that's how this is going to work. We're going to put that in, It's gonna go in here. There's gonna be a backing plate on the other end, and it's all gonna screw together, and that's it. So we have put it all together. See, that's our plug. We've got it all connected here. Here's the other plug here. We did put in a 15 amp inline fuse right there. So it's all ready to be connected. It's a neat setup. It'll go into the kayak. What we'll do is we'll go drill a hole in the kayak. We'll put this through, we'll feed this in. We've connected now the battery. So before we put it into the kayak, let's just make sure it works. So what we're gonna do, we've got a running light. Whoops. Well, you don't want to do that. We've got a running light here, and so what we're going to do is we're going to connect it in, and then we're going to connect it to the battery. Just make sure it works is what we're trying to do here. So we'll plug it in, and look at that. It's working. So we're going to go downstairs, and we're going to put it into the kayak. We've got the hole drilled. Be sure you keep the extra pieces from whenever you drill a hole. If ever you get a scratch or something in your kayak, you can melt this down to do a repair with it. So make sure any pieces like that you keep. So we've got this all together now. We've put our battery in place. We're gonna thread this through here like that. And it's gonna come out over here, right where our battery is. We've got it in, so now all we're gonna have to do is drill 3 holes here. We're gonna put the screws in. That white plate we have, the nylon washer, it's gonna get threaded on and it will be bolted down, and that will be it, and then we'll test it again. Okay, I plugged the yellow stick in. It's got a green light. That means it works, and I'm really happy with this. This was super easy to do. I put it at an angle here on purpose so that I could be around my rod rack when I have the GoPro mounted up here. But I'm really happy with this. This is great. I can't wait to get to try this when I'm on the water.
KastKing has brought a new vibe to fishing. KastKing turned fishing upside down through affordable innovation. You will flip over the best values in fishing from KastKing. KastKing is all about affordable innovation.